congratulations to Coke. Congratulations for helping to clean up New Zealand, and especially for connecting with the young people of New Zealand in this really important movement towards resource recovery and waste reduction. A week or so ago, I was in Nagoya in Japan at the Expo, the World Expo, which this year is about engaging with nature's wisdom. And two things struck me about Expo this year. The first was how immaculately clean this Expo environment was. 120,000 people going through this conference centre every day for 6 months, day after day, and there wasn't a scrap of litter anywhere. It was a really clean environment, and it was partly about the culture of the organisers and what's so common you find in Japan around keeping places clean and facilities like the one that Coke is launching to us today. It was terrific. The second thing that's really interesting about Expo is how many countries now realise that part of their reputational risk is around a clean environment and a sustainable economy. And the point I want to make today is around how important a role business plays, and Coke here is setting a great example. When a business does something that it doesn't have to do, which is exactly what is happening here, other businesses sit up and take notice. Coke has just joined the New Zealand Business Council for Sustainable Development, a group of some of the country's largest companies who believe they should leave the world as healthy as they found it. And it's a business council that includes a lot of smaller companies like my own, Living Earth, and it's a great pleasure to see Coke join the council. And then there's the government. As Minister Marion has just said, the product stewardship paper has just been produced, which urges producers to take more responsibility for what happens to their products when people no longer want them, whether it's a can of Coke or whether it's a motor car. And this obviously is designed to reduce waste, but frankly, I doubt that this will go far enough to fix the problem fast enough, and I think the government will need to accelerate the drive towards resource recovery and recycling by making it more expensive to chuck stuff away. But the real benefit of what Coke is doing today is the way you're doing it, sending out a very personal message that waste is very uncool. A new movement which was started in Nagoya when I was there is the UNESCO's Decade for Education for Sustainable Development. And in a speech that I made at the launch of that, I told people that I reckoned that there was only a decade before the decade for sustainable development is about as long as we've got. The decision makers in 2015, in a decade's time, will be those who are running New Zealand's sustainable zero waste economy. And they are, of course, today's teenagers. We have to start talking to them now. We have to start talking to them in language that they understand. Today's event is a classic example of that. And I congratulate you, George, and the people of Coca-Cola for doing it this way and engaging in our youth. Thank you very much.